And here we go. Hello everyone. Joy, I am a forensic scientist from the world of mysteries. We are here with Even If Tempest Only Connections. As we have for like what feels like a year at this point. I did not expect this game to be such a time sink when we started it. But hey, I'm committed to the bit at this point. Today, we start the last remaining full character route of this game. Belongs to Prince Lucian. If there is any ending in this game I expect to be treated as canon going forward, it will be this one. Possibly the neutral route. Or possibly we will never get any other sequel beyond this point that isn't a incomprehensible series of little microfiction stories detached from canon entirely, sold for $8 a pop. Despite only containing like 5 minutes of content each. Damn it, Voltage, I trusted you. Oh well. Look at him. He's so happy. Can't wait to see how they ruin it all. Not his fault he suffers so beautifully. You know, the sorts of blue roses aren't actually biologically possible to create in nature. Which, no, I've seen people murdered over it.
僕にとってあなたは永遠だ。この先どれほどの時が流れようと衰えることはないし、どんなことが起きようと絶対に失わない。
Nothing could ever defeat you. Not even a really poorly conceived play as the murderer arc that I didn't like very much.
アナスタシア殿、僕と結婚してください。
I mean, it's kind of a foregone conclusion, seeing as how his route in the base game ended, but it ain't about the destination, it's about the journey, or whatever latitude they say. Wait. Eyes are very red. That CJ, I didn't notice that last time.
それはいつになるんです？
突然現れてまたわけのわからないことを。それとは何のことだ？
Okay, can we not talk about it already? God, we don't even have a date for the wedding yet.
結婚ですよ、結婚。
Oh,
プロポーズ受けてもらえたんでしょ？挙式はいつです？明日、明後日？
Oh, that's what you were oh, goodness me. I totally misread the room there.
私が王位に着いた後だ。
That could take forever.
それまた一体どうして？離婚じゃなきゃ王様になれないなんてことないんでしょ？
Honestly, given how hidebound this entire kingdom seems to be, that wouldn't actually surprise me very much.
過去の王位継承争いで子供のいる王子が有利だった時もあったらしいじゃないですか。すでにお子がいるならお世継ぎ問題も解決しますからね。
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine Conrad fucking? No, I didn't think so.
私たちの代には関係のない話だ。私もコンラッド兄上も未婚。同じ条件で戦うからこそ正当な評価を得られる。
彼女のそばにはクラッチ、ヒストリカ国一の色男がいるのに、そんな悠長にしてていいのですか？取られても知りませんよ。
He's really the single sexiest man. I mean, he didn't even win the popularity poll. In either language, I believe. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think you're so smart just because you came last.
彼女は清廉な方だ。周りに誰がいようと不貞を働くはずがない。
No need to hesitate so much.
まさかまだ出生のことが引っかかってるなんて言いませんよね。確かに コンラッド殿下のあの発言の後、ルーシェン様と王との血のつながりを疑う声は上がりました。けど今はもう綺麗さっぱりなくなったじゃないですか。
Also, you know, considering what we know about the king and his bloodline, I'm not entirely sure why you consider that a downside.
ほら、こないだジェームズ王の若き日の肖像画が新聞に載ったでしょ。あそこまでルーシェン様とそっくりだったら血縁関係がないはずがない。もう胸張ってリンゼル城と結婚できますよ。素敵な式の様子を早く絵に描かせてくださいよ。
Please, I want to paint it. With this cartoonishly oversized paintbrush, we still haven't really addressed YAKATA.
今すぐ動けない理由は他にもある。
動けない理由？あ、もしかして。
Oh my god. You know they make pills for that, right?
飼ってる猫にリンゼル城の名前をつけていることをバレたくないからですか？
I think they make pills for that too, though admittedly they don't work quite as well.
違うが絶対に言わないでくれ。
I mean, to be fair, if we do find out about Lady Anastasia, we're going to find her much more appealing than you. She's a kitty. I compete with that.
どうしよっかな。
Mel, you know I have enough authority to have you assassinated, right?
怖い。わかりましたよ。秘密にしておきます。で、結婚できないのはどうしてなんです？
Okay, good line read from Male's voice actor and good translation decision by whoever did the translation on this. I know they were credited in the credits. I didn't remember them. I am a hypocrite. But hey, you got a sensible chuckle out of me, so that counts for something.
いい加減帰ってくれないか。大切な約束があるんだ。
ここまで話しておいて、そりゃないですよ。
That's hello. You showed up at a decent time. We're starting a new route. We are here discussing the politics of timing when to arrange the royal wedding. By the politics, I mean we aren't entirely sure what Lucian's worried about, but it's apparently very important to him.
ほら、そこのお菓子持って行っていいから。
Also, he's offering people biscuits to not talk to him. You know, if I had more biscuits on hand, I'd probably do the same thing. But whenever I obtain biscuits, they immediately disappear in my mouth because they are delicious.
やったー！ねえ、そんなんでごまかされるわけないでしょ。
And it almost worked. Maybe if you try with a larger biscuit.
ん？来客ですか？嘘じゃなく本当にお約束が？
窓から出て行ってくれ、早く。
But Prince Lucian, we're on the 17th floor now.
いやいや、ここ何階だと思ってるんですか？殺す気ですか？
I mean, it is a reasonable question.
そんなに言わなくても出て行きますよ。もちろんドアから。
Oh.
おや？これはリンゼル城じゃありませんか。なるほど。
Poor Lucian is so surprised he's transformed into a very skinny ass.
メイル、また余計なことを言ったら許さないからな。
失礼だ。何も言いませんよ。あ、リンゼル城、この間お願いしたラフ画の件考えてくれました？
メイル、
お気持ちが固まったら教えてくださいね。それでは失礼いたします。
申し訳ありません、アナスタシア殿。
What an eccentric performance. It's fine. I was already well aware of what kind of person Mail was. If anything, I find him somewhat amusing.
面白いですか?
Yes, especially as he's capable of shattering your usually calm demeanor.
楽しんでいただけたなら何よりです。
That makes one of us. It is a bit of a surprise to discover that your highness considers Mail a friend, I suppose.
友人?
A curious thing, this strange human emotion called friendship. Am I mistaken?
否定する材料も見当たらないので、そう言えるのかもしれませんが、肯定してしまうのもなんだか抵抗があり。
Now, see, this is the sort of approach I appreciate. Evidence is everything in court, after all.
メイルは思ったことをすぐ口にするので、兄をはじめとする一部の貴族たちに疎まれています。けれど、陰謀渦巻く城内では、彼の正直さに救われることも少なくありませんでした。よくもまあ、あの気質で城に留まれていると思いますよ。
I agree. You'll not find many less suited to working in this environment.
王家と契約を結んでいるそうです。詳しい内容やいきさつは知りませんが。
Oh, I get it. The contract says that if he walks out, he will owe $800 squintillion in breach of promise fees. From what I have seen on the internet, he is very popular with women, you say?
もう彼のことはいいではありませんか。せっかく二人きりになれたのだから。
Flirt.
呼びつけるような真似をして申し訳ありません。
I tried to use my homing pigeon instead, but it wasn't working right. Maybe I crossed wire, I don't know.
そろそろ王位継承争いの課題が発表されるとのことで、なかなか城から離れられなくて。
The next task in the struggle for the crown. Possibly some sort of pie-eating contest. In which case, poor Lucian is done for. Boy is as skinny as a rail. You needn't apologize, Your Highness. I'm well aware of how busy you are. Besides, retrieving documentation regarding the Gardas is an important part of my own work. Thank you for responding so swiftly to our request.
はい。次からはこうはいきません。今回はあなたに早く会いたいという市場から優先して対応してしまったので。
Flirt. Oh. It's not like you at all, Your Highness.
そうでしょうか。
You're always so impartial and fair. Is this the first time you've allowed your feelings to affect your work? Oh no, Anastasia, you've accidentally struck at something he's sensitive about, thus creating conflict for the remainder of the route. How could you?
反省します。
Mean to act as though I'm above him, but I feel like I've just sneered down my nose at him. The wings of Garada are nevertheless grateful. Been ignored for so long, so I think we can consider ourselves even after this approval. Your Highness? Focus shifts away from me and towards the floor. Clenched jaw and shadowed eyes make it appear as if he's holding something back. Somehow I doubt it's that he just noticed a really cool bug. I haven't spent much time with His Highness. All we have are the days spent together in our childhood and the past erased by the fatal rewind. That and our current cooperation, what we share amounts to very little. Oh, they're doing that thing where they acknowledge the flaw that Lucian was barely present in the game, up to and including his own route, and they're making it the plot. I getcha. I getcha. I'm picking up when you're putting down. And I understand what he's thinking. Is it because I feel the same way? I longed to see you as well, Your Highness. I'm happy to finally be here with you. Anastasia, you almost killed him.
ただ会いたいというだけであなたを呼んでいいのかわからなくて職務を理由に使ってしまいました。できるなら毎日一緒にいたい。一日の始まりにあなたの瞳に映るのは自分であってほしいし、一日の終わりはあなたを見つめながら眠りにつきたい。
See, he and Conrad have arrived at the same endpoint. They just got there through very different means.
こんなに誰かを思ったのは初めてで、気持ちの抑え方がわからないのです。
There's so much more to him than what people know. It's Lucian, more than meets the eye. Serene and wise and more than worthy of being the king. But he's also nowhere near as level-headed as people assume. And sometimes, be terribly cute. But overtakes me and I... Okay. I don't know which of these is the obvious correct solution, but I know which one I want to see.
子供扱いしてますか?
Yes, absolutely. No, I would never. I was just overtaken by the urge to give you a good pat.
それを子供扱いというのです。
I upset you?
あなたにされて不快になることはありません。
Because you sound kind of upset. Yet he turns away from me with a pout. This, too, is adorable.
もう撫でないでください。
I say no, huh? What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Scared when I feel this happy. Like I could wake up from a dream at any moment. Don't let this be a dream. Let this continue on forever and ever, by which I mean we're leaving immediately. Completionism, baby. Now this one's got its own CJ, it's obviously correct. Look, I stand by my original decision. Shut up, you. I don't know how to control these emotions either, so... Please remember that I feel the same you do. If you want to see me, I want to see you as well. I want to know more about you, because I know my feelings will deepen as a result. Please, don't hesitate to summon me here. God, she's so effortlessly smooth only when it doesn't actually count for anything. It's peak character writing, really. I mean, yeah, obviously. Have I gotta spell everything out for you? Aren't you the one running to be king? How is that even a concept? That seems antithetical to the ideals of the monarchy.
あなたの真面目さはよくわかっています。 そういうところも好ましく思っていますから。けれど口づけならこちらの方がいいです。
And then they kissed. He hesitates at first, as if to ascertain this is okay. But his kiss is so full of compassion.
分かってますよ。
I know how to perform long division.
最近はメールだけでなくクライオスも言うようになったので、なんとなく察しがつくようになりました。
I don't follow.
僕のことを可愛いと思ったでしょう。
Yes, that's why I wanted to pat you on the head, and I only stopped because I knew the game wouldn't give me points for it for some reason.
みんなして僕を子供扱いするんだから全く理解ができない。別に構いませんけどね。誰にどう思われようとも僕は僕なので。でもあなたには分かっておいていただきたい。僕が男であること。
As always, the game is starting us off with the exact wrong decision for this character. Second kiss is much deeper. Our lips refuse to part, as if to make up for all the time we had to spend apart. His warm arms encircle me, and I feel this wordless gesture of affection with my whole body. Even the undersides of my eyelids for some reason. I get scared when I feel this happy. Like I could wake up from a dream at any moment. Please don't let this be a dream. Let this continue on forever and ever.
もうお分かりでしょう。ルーシェンが我らに仇をなすものであること。
And then there's this asshole.
遠からぬ未来、ルーシェンは我が一族の最大の秘密を暴くでしょう。あの時すさびのバラを咲かせる娘を使って。ノイシュバーン家は女神の血を引いていない。しかし女神の生まれ変わりである娘を伴侶にした自分こそ王座にふさわしい。そうざれ言をほざき、そして自らを祖とする一族を起こすでしょう。ノイシュバーンを悪に仕立てる一方で自分だけは違うように見せかけ、そうなれば我らはおしまいだ。
God damn, can't have him go around telling people the truth or anything. That would be devastating.
特にノイシュバーンの象徴である王の処刑は、それは大々的に行われるでしょうね。この機を逃してはなりません。ノイシュバーン一族の栄光に影をもたらす者を今こそ排除すべきです。
My dude, why is your finger so long? Where do you find gloves that fit?
どうかご英断を。我らが王よ。
He says smiley, sees the lighter side of everything. His Majesty the King, meanwhile, is built like two refrigerators set side by side.
なあ、聞いたか？王様が王子様たちに課題を出したって話。
ああ、王位継承争いってやつか。まだやってたのかよ。もうとっくに決まったもんかと思ってた。
次が最後らしいぜ。
I'm still holding out on my pie eating contest idea. I think it would be very enlightening as to their characters.
反応薄いな。興味ないのかよ。ちょっと前まではあんなにルーシェン殿下を推してたじゃないか。
だからだよ。お前も殿下の演説聞いたよな。立派なお姿を見せられちゃルーシェン殿下以外に考えられない。きっとみんなそう思ってる。
ああ、そういうことか。
どんな課題が来たってこっからひっくり返ることはないさ。結果が分かりきった勝負ほどつまらないものはないだろう。
まあな。それに今回の課題はルーシェン殿下が得意そうなやつだし。
I mean, thanks to this power of non-chronological storytelling, we already know he's going to win.
へえ。一体どんな課題なんだ？
ヒストリカ国に新たな翼を与えよってのが王位継承争い最後の課題なんだとさ。
New wings. Like new Coke?
ってなんだろうな。つかお前なら知ってると思ったから聞きに来たのに。
I heard the theme would be announced soon, but this is the first I've heard of the details.
まあ詳細って言えるほどかって感じだけどな。だって一文だけだぜ。新しい翼。あ、ガルダのヒナのことか？最近生まれたばっかだけど。
Ah yes, the greatest test of a king's abilities to rule. Convincing birds to fuck. You really think they'd theme a competition around a Garda hatchling?
ヒナに懐かれた方が勝ちとか。
なーにおバカなこと言ってるんですか？
多分ガルダは全く関係ないと思うよ。
まさかガルダに代わる新しい鳥を探せってことか？
I mean, for a fantasy setting, we are astonishingly low on dragons.
翼はただの比喩ですよ。多分ヒストリカ国を飛躍させるほどの文化や特産を生み出せってことだと思います。
へえ。
巷じゃルーシェン殿下優勢と言われていますよ。殿下はこれまでずっとこうした取り組みに尽力されていましたから。
一番姿勢の声を聞いてくれるって有名だよな。市民討議会だっけ？あれを企画したのも殿下だったよな。
Oh, so the good guys with the ones who support debates. Never mind, my suspension of disbelief is ruined.
まあ今回の課題は公爵家と協力して行うことが義務付けられているらしいから市民は関係ないだろうけど。
王様がルーシェン殿下に跡目を譲るためにわざと殿下寄りの課題にしたっていうのがもっぱらの噂です。
That's stupid and doesn't make any sense, so we're going to ignore them.
新しい文化や特産か。なんか面白そうだな。翼とかまどろっこしい言い方しないでそう言ってくれりゃいいのによ。
王位継承争いの課題だから仰々しい表現にしたんじゃないか。とはいえちょっと嫌味にも感じるけどな。
I don't know if caustic is really the word you're looking for here, Hugo. Unless you mean to insinuate that the wings have the ability to melt through biological materials. I agree, Landon's interpretation that he wants a replacement for the Gardas sounds like a perfectly reasonable read on the task.
せっかくヒナが誕生して盛り上がってたところなのに嫌な感じですよね。ま、我が翼騎士団の冷遇っぷりは今に始まったことじゃありませんけど。
Dot. The royal Neuschburn family is not descended from the goddess. That single truth illuminates everything that came before. Garters are subject to harsh oversight. Years of rules prohibiting medical care to the goddess's favorite birds were likely an attempt to push them to the side. Since Lucian's countless deaths at the hands of the Witch of Ruin were also due to the witch's animosity towards the Neuschburn family. The witch's animosity, Trebek. And of course we know he singled out Lucian in particular despite him being the least evil member of the bloodline by a significant measure. Because he coincidentally turned out looking a lot like Lucius. But you know that guy. Dick. The Ishii clan, ever devout to the goddess, was annihilated to protect the royal family's secret. Like 1,000 years after they'd been sitting on it quietly and not doing anything. Still don't know why the only way to— Damn it, game! Stop undermining my contributions to this storyline. I have a hard enough time justifying my own presence as it is. Still don't know why they only waited until comparatively recently to address the Ishii clan's existence, but knowing the answer won't make this sin any less heinous. Like the most heinous type of heinousness.
ルーシェン殿下と結婚するってことは、あのノイシュバーン王が義理の父親になるってことだぞ。
Master Tyrell! Insert raucous applause here. That was a shock. When did he get here? Master Tyrell is aware that I am the reincarnation of the goddess. He attempted to serve me as an attendant, but after repeated arguments, he reverted from his sudden change. That's come with its own consequences.
ルーシェン殿下と婚約したと聞き、水を差しに参りました。
Yeah, sounds like you. Knows I hate it when he speaks so formally with me, and he uses that against me. I am fully aware that the king will be my in-law. I have some grievances about this, of course, but Prince Lucian himself is facing this struggle earnestly. Simply need to carry myself in the same way.
コンラッド殿下を義兄と呼ぶことも承知の上ですか。
I mean, as long as we only talk from between the opposite sides of dungeon bars, sure. While Master Tyrell remained at Prince Lucian's side after our battle with Ish, he wasn't there for very long. I hear he's currently working to dismantle the Inquisitorial Order, but he refuses to divulge the details. I doubt I have any reason to worry, but one can't help but wonder. How is he faring mentally? What does he think of the current struggle for the crown?
新しい課題が出されたみたいだな。
Oh, yes, so he has. Glad to hear it involves a field that Prince Lucian is consider skill in. Good job, everybody. Dun 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 dun.
お前、もう仕事終わるんだろ。そのまま殿下の元に行け。
Look, do I go around telling you how to live your life? What?
クライオス。
アナスタシアさん、大丈夫ですか？怖そうな異端審問官に詰め寄られてましたけど。
Not in a sexy kind of way. I'm fine. Mitchell, can you take over for me today? I'll handle tomorrow.
ええ、それは構いませんが。
I don't know what Master Tyrell is thinking, but he wouldn't lead me astray. I put away my things and rushed to the castle. Poor Lucian. He has so many migraines.
ルーシェン殿下、最新の資料を集めてまいりました。それからご報告したいこともいくつか。どうかされましたか？顔色が優れないような。
I mean, if it's his complexion you're worried about, I do feel obligated to point out that he always looks like that.
なんでもない。報告は自室で聞こう。
月例の経済関連資料と他国の情勢です。他国についての情報はやや遅れて入ってくるので、時期を逃してしまっているやもしれませんが。
Maybe he wishes to report on the report? He is busy.
構わない。ないよりもマシだ。
貴族の流行に関する情報も収集しております。やはり装飾品が多いようですね。平民の方は目下調査中です。
Damn it, the nobility finally getting into ring pops?
これまでの市民討議会で出た意見が参考になるだろう。関連する項目を抜粋しておいてくれ。
かしこまりました。情報戦においてもコンラッド殿下の陣営より有利に進められております。これまで産業に力を尽くしてこられたからこそですね。
I mean, if it's purely an information war, then doesn't that very easily be what he wants you to think?
殿下にふさわしい課題だと誰もが申しております。
Well, everybody except the one person who actually gets a vote.
公爵家の動きはどうなっている？
There's still 4 of them, sir. Excellent.
まず4大公爵家のうち、すでにルーシェン殿下への支持を表明しているゴルボーン公爵、マーロー公爵には準備が整い次第途上するようお伝えしております。
I wonder if House Marlowe's representation will be named Philip.
コンラッド殿下のお母上の聖家であるサリンジャー家は当然コンラッド殿下に。残りのテンプル家ですが、パーカー殿下が正式にコンラッド殿下支持を表明したため、テンプル家も第一王子の陣営に加わることとなりました。
So we're at a complete deadlock.
最近のパーカー殿下のご様子を見ていると、こちらについてくださる可能性もあったと思うのですが。
残りの公爵家は
リンゼル家とキャソロック家ですね。まずリンゼル家ですが、なんだ？
ルーシェン殿下にお客様です。リンゼル家のお嬢様がいらっしゃいました。
I'll speak of the devil.
どうしてくれ。
I apologize for intruding when we hadn't made any arrangements to meet.
構いません。何かありましたか？
I heard about the task His Majesty had assigned you. I was curious about the state of affairs here.
良いタイミングにお越しくださいました。ちょうど公爵家についてお話ししていたところだったのです。
That's right, the task requires that you seek the aid of the Marquisates, if I remember correctly.
ええ、すでにゴルボーン公爵とマーロー公爵がルーシェン殿下に、サリンジャー家とテンプル家がコンラッド殿下の支持を表明しています。リンゼル家とキャソロック家が未だ態度を示していない状況にあります。キャソロック家はあくまで騎士の一族だとしてこれまで清掃に関わることはありませんでした。おそらく今回もそうでしょう。
Because surely we can all agree that stabbing somebody with your broadsword for the government is a completely apolitical act.
リンゼル家は エベリーナ様が降下されたことで爵位を挙げた新しい公爵家です。どちらの支持も表明しておりません。
The secretary looks to me with great anticipation. I understand painfully well what it is he desires from me. Hold on, I've got my autograph pen here somewhere.
現在、リンゼル公爵は病床にあると聞いております。ですから、エベリーナ様が、王の妹君であらせられるエベリーナ様が殿下を支持なされば。
Yeah, and if everybody on Earth gave me $1, I'd be a billionaire.
よせ。彼女にリンゼル家の仲介を頼む気は一切ない。二度とそのようなことを申すな。
Your Highness. Okie dokie.
はい。申し訳ございません。
If I may, I cannot claim to have the most peaceful relationship with my stepmother. I doubt my intervention would bring about the results you desire.
そうだったのですか。何も知らず、大変失礼いたしました。
アナスタシア殿、本当に気になさらないでくださいね。この件でリンゼル家を頼ることはありませんから。
ええ、リンゼル家の助力がなくとも問題ありません。殿下にはゴルボーン家とマーロー家がついていますから。
You know, if I knew what, like, the relative power levels were between any of these houses, this would probably be very interesting, I bet. Maybe. Eventually.
新しき翼。産業を一から起こすというのは、抜きん出たアイディアと財力が必要となります。公爵家の支持が大いに越したことはありませんが。
We've got to have money.
数だけで言えば五分と五分。そこに差が生まれないのであれば、殿下の優位が揺らぐことはないでしょう。
Well, at least one of us is optimistic.
なんだ騒がしい。
失礼いたします。ゴルボーン家とマーロー家から書状が。内容を今すぐご確認いただきたく。
何が書かれてあったのですか？
Yeah, I wonder.
両家はコンラッド兄上を支持すると決めたそうだ。
What? Who could have possibly seen this development?
なんですと？こんなのは何かの間違いに決まっています。今すぐ確かめてまいります。行くぞ。はっ。
New markets that long supported His Highness have sided with Conrad. Why? Why, God? Cooperation with Marcus is a requirement for this task. Whatever it is. But what happens if you lose that cooperation?
アナスタシア殿、まだお時間は大丈夫ですか？
I have little else.
少し外の空気を吸いたくなりました。ご一緒いただけますか？
Lucian guides me to the greenhouse. Though he quietly gazes at the flowers, there isn't even the slightest hint of discomposure. Or decomposure, which is better than he was doing the last time we saw him in here. I'm far more unnerved than he is. What's going to happen now? He doesn't fulfill even the basic requirements of the task, he'll lose without ever getting the chance to challenge it. I want to say something to him, but asking what he intends to do now feels too distant. If it has nothing to do with me at all. This would all be solved if I could get House Linzel to act. That would go against all of my character development. And involve talking to that bitch.
アナスタシア殿。
That's what it says in my birth certificate. Yes. What is it?
今日はなぜいらっしゃったのですか？お仕事終わりですよね。課題のことだけなら翌日でもよかったでしょうに。
Oh, well... Master Tyrell appeared at the wing's base and told me to go to you immediately.
なるほど。
He appeared to have picked up on something about the situation.
彼も僕と同じなんだろうな。
About... Come on, clear communication is the foundation of all healthy relationships.
リスターには感謝しないとですね。一番そばにいてもらいたいと思うときに、あなたをよこしてくれたんだから。
Incredible, Your Highness. How can you not be panicking even a little in this situation?
あなたに褒めていただけるのは嬉しいな。でも、大したことじゃないんですよ。これくらいは予想の範囲内です。
He has lived with Conrad his entire life. He must know what a squirrely, weaselly little rat fuck he is. Knew this would happen?
高額のためにお伝えしておきましょう。王族に関してはですね、最悪の事態を想定すると、高い確率でそれが現実のものになるんですよ。
Let me tell you a little something about my family, Anastasia. They suck. All of them, all the time. No. Manner of speech is so amusing that, despite the very dire situation, I end up laughing.
やっと笑ってくれましたね。よかった。
I'm sorry, really.
いえ、半分は笑ってほしくて言ったことですから。冗談であればもっと良かったんですが。リスターもこの事態を予想していたのでしょうね。王族のことをよく理解している。
You know, on account of all the people he's killed for them.
兄上が私の陣営を崩そうと動いていたのは昔からです。買収された貴族は数知れず。
The slavery money, if we're being specific.
コンラッド兄上は個人では国内第2位の資産を保有しています。資金力では到底かなわない。
Are you insinuating that he bribed houses Goldborn and Marlowe?
その可能性が高いですね。
Well, damn if it's that easy. No. Not Marlowe. I thought for sure we could trust them. I want to crush him.
Eh?
I want to crush that mongrel. I want to reach between his legs and grab his nads and squeeze until they both pop like tomatoes. It is very funny, you gotta admit. His Highness bursts into laughter. I'm not sure I said anything that weird, so I flinch back into surprise.
すみません。兄上に対してそこまで直球の悪口を言う人がいなかったので、 すごくすがすがしくてそっか。ひねりつぶしたいと思っていたのは僕だけじゃなかったんだ。
If only we weren't protagonists with that arbitrary no-killing rule, life would be so much easier. Of course not. I've lost track of how many times I thought of wanting to crush him, or kick his face in, or beat him to a pulp. The more I insult Conrad, the harder he laughs. His sense of humor is rather strange, but all I care about is making sure he's happy.
はあ、こんなに笑ったのは初めてかもしれないな。
Violence against Conrad. The universal bonding agent. I think that's also the first time I've ever made someone laugh. I'm often told I'm too serious. People go around asking me why I'm so serious.
またよろしくお願いします。さて、そろそろ部屋に戻らないと。
Like to get nookie or for scheming. The energy seeps away from his smile, as though I can see glimpses of anxiety peeking through between the cracks. That does not answer my question. I remember being told His Highness enjoyed being in the greenhouse. He puts on a brave face, but underneath it all, he must be worried too. You have a plan?
活路は考えるより動いて見出すのが僕の心情です。ひとまずこれから。どうやら先んじて、どこかの誰かが活路を開いてくれたようです。
You just have a little new type flash there? Have?
持つべきは賢い友人。そう思いませんか、殿下。アナスタシア。
Oh, hey, Christ, can I borrow some cash? And Commander Cryas, what are you doing here?
リスターを友人と呼ぶ勇気はまだ僕にはないな。
The Viridian Knight materializes from floor blanketed in night with a confident grin.
キャスロック公爵の名代として参りました。これより私が殿下の手足となりましょう。コンラッド殿下から要請はあったそうですよ。それは重い神物とともにね。しかし父は厳格な人なのでかえって逆効果になりましたね。俺が説得するまでもなくルーシェン殿下を支持すると申しておりました。
It's a moral code that didn't say anything about him not being allowed to cheat on his wife, but you know, baby steps.
ただ自分は政治や文化的なことには疎いからと俺が代わりに殿下のお役に立つようにと命じられました。
そうか。キャソロック殿には礼を言いに行かなくてはならないな。
そういうのは勝利を報告するときでいいと思いますよ。父は礼儀よりも結果を求める人なので。
Very well characterized for someone who's not important enough to get a character portrait.
さすがだな。公爵のこともあなたのことも信頼している。これからよろしく頼む。
Hey, we do have allies. There's a non-zero number of evil people in the world. Hooray!
ね、こちらこそ。で、アナスタシア。
Put down my face to discover my mouth is in fact curled up at the corners. I apologize, but I'm happy, sir. You've chosen to cooperate with His Highness.
課題には公爵家の協力が必要不可欠だからな。安心して当然か。
I don't think that's it, you ding-a-ling. Indeed, but that's not the only reason. You are the kingdom's most preeminent knight, and I deeply respect you. It means a lot to me that you, of all people, would declare your support for His Highness. No.
信頼してるからな、クライオス。
いや、今のはこいつに非があると思いますが、今後いろいろと気をつけさせるべきだと。
Dare you attempt to make someone else take responsibility for their actions?
私は長所を伸ばしていく主義だ。あなた方の方に気をつけてもらおう。
無慈悲な。
Absolutely nothing going on behind her eyes whatsoever. It's Lucian, Grand Commander Kreis, and I then set about tackling the task at hand. What that task is, we're still not actually going to tell you ever. Grand Commander goes to the Wing's base in the morning and meets with His Highness in the afternoon. I take over a portion of his duties and look after his personal guard, as we can't both shirk our duties. Only when I finish my duties in the evenings am I able to join them. Knock knock. Good evening. Anastasia desu.
こんばんは、アナスタシア殿。毎晩ありがとうございます。
It's fine, I'm a protagonist. I don't have any hobbies other than being involved in the plot. I apologize for being late today. Grand Commander, all duties have been successfully completed today. Personal guard also shows no abnormalities. Talking about it like it's a robot or something. Mr. Robot? The plasma cannons and a rocket bunch?
Ah, ありがとな。助かるよ。
Has there been any progress?
ええ、方向性は見えてきました。この国をどう飛躍させるべきなのか。
I've got it. Going to build a giant anti-gravity device underneath the entire city.
グリパやリホ、マキナイといった隣国にはない。我が国だけの強み。
See, I was under the impression the only thing we had that those three between them lacked was a weird theocracy that didn't do anything positive for anyone.
山岳に囲まれた我が国は大陸一の宝石産出国です。
Well, you know that the magic flower that makes infinite money.
彫金師をはじめとする職人の教育にも力を入れているため、加工の技術も高い。ヒストリカの装飾品は大変人気です。
Okay, why was that line recorded inside of a tin can?
一方、平地が少ないため、農業はそれほど盛んではありませんが、山岳でも育つ野菜、特にポルムは世界の生産量の6割を占めます。
Do not talk about the porm trade. Porms, huh? That really takes me back. Remember when I was just a teenager discovering the internet for the first time? Porms are a plant in the Solanaceae family with a swollen edible root. Can you not talk about how your porms are swollen? They're similar to potatoes, but as the tuber doesn't retain water, it's not the most delicious of vegetable. I don't think I've eaten one since I left the Winzel Manor.
残念ながら、そのくらいなんですよね。ヒストリカが誇れることというのは。
Yeah, that's about what I expected.
王族の中にも金儲けを忌避する空気があるというか、クロム教宗主国としての自負心が邪魔しているのでしょうね。
その割にはクロム教は他国からも相当なお布施を得ているという話を聞きますが、
無事課題を乗り切れてもやることは山積みだな。
Jeez, Nona, why'd you set us up here? This place kinda sucks.
ヒストリカ国固有といえばガルダもいますよ。あんな巨大な鳥、野生にはいませんから相当珍しいはずです。
All we have to do is found KFG and we'll be a billionaire in no time.
それは分かっているが、ガルダを使った文化などあまりいい想像はできないぞ。隠す必要はないが、偽物にもしたくない。
おっしゃる通りです。
おのずと選択肢は絞られてくるんですよね。アナスタシア殿、あなたは宝石とフォルム、どちらが良いと思いますか？
Oh, that's an easy choice. Or actually easy, I'm not sure if they'd be asking us. But you know, we gotta get our laughs in somewhere. I think Porms are the better choice.
なぜそうなるのですか？
Huh? Nearly jumped out of my skin. I didn't know he was here.
どうしてそう思われるのですか？
His Porms are edible. Can't eat gemstones.
お前らしい答えだ。
なるほど。
ありえませんよ、ポルムなんて。硬くてまずくて、じゃがいもの劣化野菜ではありませんか。
You know, I used to play bass guitar for Worst Potato.
そこまで言うほどのものなのか？食したことがないからわからないな。
俺も覚えがありませんね。
当然ですよ。あれは貧民の食するものですから。
Ah. No wonder I ate them so often back at the manor. They were another form of harassment.
そもそもポルムが栽培されるのは色とりどりの花を咲かせるからです。人体に害がないため高貴な方々の料理を彩ることはありますが、使い道はその程度です。
Decorative flowers, you say?
つまり宝石で行くのが妥当ということか。
No, no, come on, I wanna do a bit here.
しかし、すでに一産業として成り立っている宝石をこれ以上どうすればいいのか。
Silence descends as we all mull over the problem. No matter how hard we think about it, no ideas ever come. Alright, Rocks, I have a lot of faith in you. Gemstones, I would think.
やっぱりと言いつつ、あまり乗り気ではなさそうですね。宝石はお嫌いですか？
No, I wouldn't go quite that far. Get one big enough you can punch someone in the face and break their skull. That's always useful.
特別好きでもないだろ？
You don't do much to fill a hungry belly after all.
なるほど。
So we literally came to the exact same conclusion either way, but it just so happens that one of them is correct. Sure, that makes sense. Exquisite game design.
だからといってフォルムはありませんよね。あんなまずいもの特産になるわけがありません。
Huh?
そこまで言うほど。
俺も
当然ですよ。あれは
This is absolutely fantastic writing, I'm sure we all agree.
そもそも
つまり
しかし、
アナスタシア、もしかするとお前がヒントかもしれないぞ。
Well, you did listen to me the last time I brought it up. Hey.
お前のように宝石に一切興味がない人間でも興味を持てるようなアイデアが生まれれば、それが活路となるかもしれない。
So if I'm understanding you correctly, we need to find a way to manipulate people into buying unnecessary luxuries even if it requires them to put themselves into debt. I see no possible way this could go poorly. You want an edible gemstone? No, no, hold on. You might be onto something.
なるほど。つまり食用の宝石を発掘すると。
ルーシェン殿下。いくら婚約者が相手とはいえ、すべてを肯定するのはどうかと思いますよ。
ああ、とりあえず俺は人気の宝石を調べておきますよ。うちの姉たちがそういったことに詳しいので。
Yeah, sure, ask all 17 of them, or however many there are.
私は技術の高い職人をリストアップしてまいります。会議がありますので、お先に失礼いたします。
俺もそろそろ帰るかな。まあ、そうだ。殿下。
お？
ティレルも殿下に協力してくれると思いますよ。
Not entirely sure what he contributes to this relationship, but knowing him, I'm sure he'll bust something out. What's Master Tiro doing at the moment?
異端審問会の解体を急いでいるよ。すでに執務室は引き払ったと言っていたが、まだ時間はかかるようだ。あとは放浪中の禅の居所を探っている。
Yes. 10.
ゼンはカジノに行くと言っていたが、違うのか？
ま、どこにいようと必ず見つけ出しますよ。ティレル相手じゃさすがのゼンも分が悪い。
You could probably pick him up by his scrawny little neck with one hand, but that's not the same thing as outsmarting him.
よかったら声をかけてやってください。あいつは素直じゃないので、自分からは来ないでしょうから。
We have nothing to fear if both the Grand Commander and Master Tyrell have offered to help. On the other hand, I'm proving less and less useful. Not nearly as pathetic as I did the days leading up to Prince Lucian's speech. This is why I disapproved of you giving up your goddess powers. I'm sorry I can't be of more help.
そんなことはありません。どれもとても興味深いご意見でした。
And now even His Highness is trying to be considerate of me. Oh, why, Norna? Why must I suffer having so many people who care about me? I'm sure you've realized this already, but I'm not very good at thinking about things. I enjoy silently carrying out whatever orders I receive, but I can't really deliberate and act on my own. Well, when you put it that way, that sounds incredibly sad. Zan often scolded me about this during my fatal rewinds.
怒られる？
I'll kill him. Kill him again. Kill him 100 times until he dies. You telling me not to act without thinking or talk with him first? Mr. Tyrell also called me an idiot or a half-wit. In any case, I'm not sure I can be much. At some point, Prince Lucian has lowered his head. His shoulders shake almost imperceptibly. Your Highness? If you wish to laugh, then by all means laugh your heart out.
とんでもない。人々を守るために厳しい戦いを乗り越えてきたあなたを笑うなんて、そんな。
That man. He burst into laughter. I put all my objections into my fist and pounded against his chest.
すみません。動く前にそうだ。子供みたい。しかも薄のろってひどいですね。
Laugh as if you didn't also fail to discuss things with me ahead of time and consequently lose your life.
あなたの役に立つためでしょ。考えなしの行動ではありませんよ、多分。
Oh, so it's okay when you do it, is that it?
久々にあなたに再会して、舞い上がってきっとあなたしか見えなくなったのでしょうね。僕もそうでしたから。あなたを見つけ出すために、クライオスに無理を強いたり、マヤカークランドを強い口調で責めもしました。どうやら僕は、あなたのこととなると、周りが、自分すらも見えなくなるようです。
Those are not the actions of a prince. Please, don't sacrifice yourself ever again.
それは、難しいな。次にあなたとこの命を天秤にかける時が来ても、僕は自分を優先させられる自信がない。
No, he's going to die for us repeatedly. How romantic. Your Highness.
だから、そんな選択に迫られる前に、危機を回避しなければなりませんね。
I mean, when you put it like that, that's totally reasonable. I agree. I'll do everything I can to help. Claiming I'm not good at thinking things through is just a weak excuse. I need to fix this habit of mine. I need to learn how to think.
アナスタシア殿。僕はあなたのその実直さが好きです。あなたの言葉だから信じられるし、あなたのことを見ているだけで勇気づけられる。愛する人がそばにいてくれる限り、僕は誰にも負けません。
His Highness shines with such brilliance that it makes me dizzy. For a moment, my mind is rendered entirely blank. Like more so than usual. I reunited with him before my fatal rewind. His beauty captivated me. Lustrous gold hair, eyes the color of jade, soft and gentle demeanor that was as soothing as a floral spring breeze. I mean, I have pretty nasty seasonal allergies, so I can't relate. His impressions haven't changed, but now... Now he appears even brighter to me. Not just beauty, though. Something else there.
アナスタシア殿。
Well... Sound of my name brings me back to my senses. Apparently, not only had I been rudely staring at His Highness, but I had also grabbed his sleeve. Please excuse my indiscretion.
いえ、大丈夫ですよ。あ、そうだ、アナスタシア殿。一つ教えていただきたいことがあるのですが。
Now, I don't know why they call the one you drive on a parkway and the one you park on a driveway. What would that be?
この国の歴史を書いた書物をご存じないでしょうか？
Not accurately. Wouldn't that be easy to find?
王族の手が入っていない。正しい歴史が書かれた文献を探していまして。
I don't know, I feel like Tiro's literally the only person in the kingdom you should be going to with this. Unaltered. In other words, you're searching for something that would be considered forbidden?
そういうことになりますね。
Literature chronicling the true history. I'm reminded of what Ish mentioned at Norna's shrine. Of a record that remembered even the events of the Fatal Rewind. Yaka... something. Ish's manner of speech was always bombastic and a little long-winded. It made for a somewhat stylish impression, but as a result, that's all I really remember. What is that line on his face? Is that like... Is that a tattoo, or what is that? Yeah. Yeah, he's so nasty and evil. Not that I can even go there anymore. No point in trying to remember.
やはりご存知ないですよね。
This isn't quite history, but all previous witch trials have been recorded in a book called the Treatise of Witches.
魔女変装初めて聞きました。
I read it while I was in the middle of my fatal rewinds. It's kept under the inquisitorial... No, under the church's custody.
わかりました。参考にさせていただきます。
Speaking of the treatise... Will you speak with Master Tyrell, as Grand Commander Cry suggested? Something about that face, combined with the complete lack of dialogue, just gives off so much killing intent.
今回はリスターの力は借りません。
You won't? But... why not?
私はまだ彼に何もしてあげられていないから。萎縮族への贖罪を果たしていないのに助力を請おうとするのはあまりにもおこがましい。
Your Highness... Seems maybe a mite backwards. How do you hope to atone for the crimes of the state if you have no position within the state? This argument is sound, and yet... I don't think this is something he's meant to shoulder alone. Do I only think that way because I'm too close to him?
そろそろお帰りになった方がいいですね。あなたのメイドが心配してしまう。護衛を呼びますのでお待ちを。一人で帰れるなんて言わないでくださいね。私にとって一番大切なあなたを狙うものは少なくありませんから。
Okay. Thank you. His Highness is always thinking of me. He's busy enough with his own duties, and now the struggle for the crown and this new task weigh heavily on his shoulders. Just hope he's not trying to carry all these burdens alone like I used to. I shake my head as if to physically rid myself of my worries. I'm here to share these burdens with him. I'll do anything and everything. Bring the future we wish for just a little bit closer.
Denka.
What exactly that something is, we will find out next time. Probably. Maybe. I'm ending stream now in case you couldn't tell. Good night.